Hello everyone, my name is Amal Al Agroubi. I'm a filmmaker and I'm on my way to become one of the greatest filmmakers of all time. Yay! Okay, so today I wanted to share with you some ways to make money. How do I make money when I am not on set, or I'm not working on a film, or I'm not doing any film work? The first method is Udemy. If you don't know what Udemy is an online course platform. So basically what you do is you go on there, you record a lecture or a series of lectures, and you don't even have to advertise it. Udemy does that for you, and the money just keeps rolling in. So I have a filmmaking, how to write a script in 10 days, for example. I have film financing lectures, I have film marketing lectures, and that's all up there. And people around the world who want to learn more about filmmaking, just like on YouTube here, can go on there, pay a small fee, and learn how to do that on the course. This is a source of passive income. Basically, all you have to do is sit back and wait and receive money, and it can go from anywhere. I mean, I was making about $20 a month on these courses, and now I'm making more towards $100, which is great. I mean, that's passive income that just comes in, and especially during lockdown, that has been great for me. The second thing I do is trading. I invest in stocks, and that's something I started doing at the end of 2017 when somebody told me about Bitcoin, and I had no idea what it was. And I went online, I did the research, and then it opened my whole world to investing and trading. So investing is one thing, but trading is another. So what I do typically is I'll start with like a little pool of money, whether it's $50, $100, or $500, and I'll be like, okay, this is what I'm working with today. How can I grow that? There are two platforms that I use to trade. The first being ADSS MetaTrader 4. The link is below if it's something you want to join. It is an affiliate link. You benefit, I benefit, but you know what? That's how I make my money, because I am an introductory broker. So basically when I introduce people to the platform and I teach them, then they learn and I get some money out of it, but then they also learn and they make money out of it, and then that's great. And the second one I use is eToro. That's a really smooth, great looking platform. The fees are a little high, but you can also join it below. It's just fun for anyone who wants to use it. Trading is cool, but it's a little bit risky because you can either make money or you can lose money. So you really need to be educated and know what you're doing. And it's not really just by chance, but also by studying and learning the different techniques or the way you can develop things. I don't make money all the time, and sometimes I lose big chunks of money, and sometimes I make big chunks of money, but that's pretty much it. I enjoy it. It's something I love to do, and if it's something you'd like to learn too, then I recommend you guys just join the links below and see if you can make any extra money. And I guess that's not really passive unless you invest. So you can also put a lump in there and just wait, and like a month later, if you've done your homework and you come back, you'll be in profit, you'll be in the green, and you'll just take that chunk of money. Another thing I do, which is quite rare and not many people know that I get involved in this, but I am quite interested in property. I don't have any property of my own at the moment, so what I do is sort of property broking. I know the English market quite well, so people will approach me and say, listen, I'm buying a house in London or in Manchester or Bristol, can you help out? And therefore I have clients coming in to me, especially from the Middle East, because I am from the Middle East. So a lot of these people come in, I speak Arabic, you speak Arabic, well, can you help us out? When these clients approach me, basically their concerns are, how do we get money over there? Where all the legalities are, what are all the tax things, like how do we find this property, so it's basically me going around trying to find them a portfolio of properties that they could invest in or would like to buy, and then when that deal is done and dusted, I get a certain percentage, typically 2 to 3% of that sale. So let's just say the property costs £1 million, I would get 2% of £1 million. It's very rare and it doesn't come often, but that's just another way that I make money. The fourth way I make money, not the eighth, the fourth way I make money is selling things on eBay. A lot of people don't tend to do it anymore because you do get a lot of fake buyers that just ruin your auction, just waste so much time. But when I find garbage around my house that I'm not even using and that I could sell, I get online and I sell those, and it's just really, really tiny. Like if I added up how much money I make on eBay, like every year, for example, I would say it's not more than like $500. So that's like minimal. When you think about it, if you're trying to pay a bill, or if you are paying for a journey or a train ticket or a plane ticket, just those little things can help. So if I sold my phone, for example, on eBay that I wasn't using, that might just get me $300, $400, and that would be the cost of a ticket to go somewhere, to go to a film festival or whatnot. Or it might be my shopping for 2 or 3 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks, that's ambitious, 2 or 3 months. And yeah, that's just kind of an example of something else that I do. I'm a filmmaker. That also means I'm a videographer, and it also means I'm a photographer. Basically, I know how to use a camera, and I have my own equipment. So I get out there, I film videos for clients, for people. Sometimes we do a photo shoot, etc., etc., and I get paid for that. So that's usually my daily rate, and that depends on the project. So for example, if I get a big project, whether that's a company project or a government project, for example, I could be shooting for up to a month. At the end of the day, when it works out, that's a huge chunk of cash. But you know what? Keep in mind, this doesn't happen all the time, so it's far and few between. I might get a couple of those projects a year, and that's something that also keeps me going. Finally, as a filmmaker who comes from a science background, from the Middle East, who is involved in business and sat on several business boards and invests and trades and I have a lot of knowledge in this noggin, in this little noodle here. Thank you. And I'm sure all of you guys do too. So that's something that I basically don't really ask for, but people approach me and ask me to consult on several projects. Sometimes they just say, hey, listen, we want to shoot something in the Middle East. We want to know what the prices are. We want to know how we access certain people, etc., etc. And then I will typically charge them for my time, whether that's a day, a few hours, a week, a month, depending on how long they want me to work on the project for. That can really vary, but I mean, it's not something super, super deep, but you know what? It's there. Well, there you have it. That's a very quick, clean video. People assume that filmmakers are rich. We are not rich. We are not rich until we make really awesome films that we can get out there, that we can sell, that we can generate revenue out of. So we have to do things in the meantime to keep ourselves busy, and those are just some of the ways that I do it. Till next time, take care. See you later. Goodbye.